Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
So this whole year for me, sister, has been a lesson in trust. A lesson in trust. And what I want to share with you right now as I'm backing out of the parking lot is this. Whatever you are experiencing right now in your life, you're going through loss, you're experiencing a major life challenge, you feel like you are constantly getting an ass kicking, that, life is not going according to how you thought. It was going to be, should be, you want it to be. I just need you to understand that you gotta trust it. And listen, we could say that and be like, yeah, I need to trust the process and, just surrender to it and and cognitively know that makes sense, right? I'm sure you can look back on many other times of your life where you thought, oh my God, I cannot get through what is happening right now. Why the fuck is this happening to me right now? Can I keep dealing with what's happening with me right now? And you came through it better, stronger. You rose. You became a better person because of the challenge that was in front of you. And yet at the time, you didn't know that all you had to do was sit back and to trust that things are happening as they do. And the challenge with that, the reason it's so hard for us to do that is because there's emotions involved, there's relationships involved, there's work that's involved, there's time invested, there's money invested, all of the things. And we go, wait a second, this was not part of the script, this was not part of the plan. When I look back to the 7.5 years that my husband and I went through infertility, it was fucking painful. And I don't mean going through the, appointments and procedures and different things that we tried in our journey to become pregnant. But that, the pain and the sadness and the just feeling like there was a hole in my soul, that something was missing in my life. And it was children. It was a chance to be a mother, which is something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to become. And I look back on that now because our two sons, who we adopted, and I go, oh, right, we are supposed to be Tyson and Kai's mommy and daddy. That's why. And there can be other reasons too that I don't know of, right? That, maybe don't make sense, or, there was a lot of stuff with us with infertility that there were some reasons why, and there were some reasons why it should have really happened, and it didn't. And, at the time that we were going through that, because that was a while ago, because our sons are 8 and 5, but, it was hard to trust. I get it. And we didn't give up on that pursuit of parenthood. We found a way. And there is still some pain that I have because there is a loss of not being able to conceive, be pregnant, give birth, nurse my children. It's a loss, and unless you actually have walked in those steps, it's kind of hard to understand, because you can take a look at it, in this case and go, well, but you guys got your 2 boys and that's why, and I can do that too, right? And that's all very true. So you can be going through something that's incredibly painful and still have those feelings about it, and still have that loss, or still have that grief, or still have that challenge. But yet at the same time, you can be trusting. See, trusting it doesn't mean that you just kind of go, oh, everything's great, I'm just going to trust the process. No, you can be trusting it and be white knuckling it. You know what I mean by that? You're grabbing onto things like, so think of someone like on a roller coaster. They're grabbing like that bar, like, so, because they're freaked out and they're scared, but yet they are in that roller coaster. They're going through that experience. You can be white knuckling whatever challenge is happening in your life right now, but still trust it. You can still trust it and be afraid. You can still trust it and have doubt. You can still trust it and go, I don't know where this is going. But I do know that I can't control every facet of what's happening to me in my life right now. And I do have the ability to choose to let go and to trust. To let go. And if it so behooves you and gives you some kind of solace, to let go and let God. To trust it. Because the alternative is to create crazy stories in your head. The alternative is to push play on the reels and the movies of the experiences and the things leading up to what you're experiencing and wondering if you should have said this and you should have done that and doubting and beating yourself up and wishing you could go back in time, and none of that will get you anywhere closer to moving through it. In fact, it's going to keep you stuck, and I'm going to actually have you consider it's going to move you backwards, and you will be miserable in that place. Why do I know that? Because I've done that. I've seen clients do that over the years. They just are looping the stories over, like it's like on repeat. It's on repeat. They're not moving forward. And there's going to be times in this that you trust and you just go, all right, I'm trusting. But yet you're going to, you feel like you got kicked in the gut. You're trusting and yet you're afraid. You're trusting and yet you're losing sleep. You're trusting and yet you're afraid. And so if you were in that place right now, sister, I see you. I see you. I'm there. But with all the love and all the gentleness and all the softness in me, I say to you, trust it. Trust this. You are being brought to your knees right now for a purpose that you don't know yet. You are being given the ability for something to burn to the ground so you can rebuild it. You are being given the chance to see the strength that you never knew you had inside of you. And you would never know unless you were going through the experience that you're in right now. So trust it, sister, trust it. So here's your more tip for today. I want you to open up your journal and write at the top, I need to trust it because, and start writing. I can guarantee you, everybody who's listening to this podcast right now has a problem in life, small or big, that you are trying to, quote, figure out. You're trying to justify things or work it out in your brain, and you cannot do that. Trusting it doesn't come from your head. It comes from your heart. So to write at the top of your journal, I need to trust this because, and now you have your why for trusting it. And see what insights and revelations come up from that process. Now listen, this is a good segue into sharing with you the one of the last chances you're going to get one of the Women Wanting More limited edition beautiful orange bound journals and some other cool swag that I'm going to throw in with that. There are currently 33 left as I record this podcast. I counted. I've sent about 534 to 20 countries around the world. This is your last chance to get one for free. I want to ship these all out by the end of the year, if not the beginning of January 2019. So to get yours in, sister, it's free. Take care of a little bit of shipping, which is $9.95. I do all the rest. I want you to head over to drkarenosborne.com/free journal. So that's spelled drkarenosborn.com/free journal. And you can grab one of the last 33. And second, sister, I would love to invite you to join a new free Facebook community I created called The Journey to Feminine. So to be able to get into the group, to give you the Facebook URL, it's super long, like facebook.com/group/. So here's what you're going to do. Go to Facebook, go to the search bar and write in The Journey to Feminine. The Journey to Feminine. Request to be added to the group. There's over 100 of us in that right now. And I'm creating something really special coming up in the new year. Those that are inside the Journey to Feminine, so you can go to the search bar on Facebook, type in the Journey to Feminine, request to be added because it's a closed group. The women that are in this group are going to get priority on a special program. I have not created any new programs for a while. And so this is the beginning of 2019 of a special challenge that I'm creating for the women in the Journey to Feminine, and they will get first dibs. So join the group. You can be part of this discussion of the women that are inside this that I'm leading to really figure out, what does it mean to be a woman? What is the power that we have as women and that feminine energy that's very different than masculine energy to create the life that we truly want, that life of more. All right, so there's your 2 actions for today, sister. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here today. And just know a life of more is one step away from you trusting it every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosburn.com/newsletter.